and doggies. So our artist tonight, it's a New York native, but is a Los Angeles based artist. It has a New Orleans blood running through his veins, which that sweet sweat of grooving rhythms that will force you to dance even if you're really tired, no matter how tired you are. The trombone king, Rory singer, songwriter, performer, soulful musician, the front man of Hermosa Beach's funky and spicy band called Alligator Beach. Today we have the one and only, the one we love, admire, the one everyone needs to go see live.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the rock star of the South Bay, our dynamite and talented friend, Lance Keller.
All right. Wow. What an intro. The neighbors heard the intro, too. All right.
So you guys got a rock star here. So the neighbors were screaming. It's amazing. Man, how you been
I've been all right.
with all this quarantine?
I've got my quarantined beard rocking.
I love it. It looks good.
I look like Grizzly Adams, and I'm digging it.
Yeah.
It'll come off probably on the first gig, but
Oh, why?
for now, it's kind of fun. And when I see people, they're a little bit shocked, which is good too. I like to shock people a little bit,
Yeah.
shake them up.
I think we're all gonna have a quarantine look by the end of this.
Yeah, I think so.
Mine is my belly.
Your belly? Yeah. Yeah, I got that. I got that working too.
If I had a beard, I'll probably
It'd
have
be
that
long.
going. It would.
All right.
But I like the quarantine. I don't have a problem with it, as we were talking about.
Yeah, I've lost a lot of gigs, which is
Yeah,
kind
we
of a
did.
drag.
The whole music community is being really affected with all that,
Yeah,
of course.
all the live events are, they're gone. Poof.
I know. And you did the Hermosa Beach Fiesta, and you did you do that last year too?
Yeah, we did that last year, and then we did it 2 years prior. They don't like to have bands there every year, so
Right.
we're kind of on an every other year
Yeah.
turn. So if I had to miss a year, this would be the year to miss,
Well, perfect then.
Right.
That works okay for you.
because the first one got cut out, and we'll see about the second one. Who knows?
Well, you have some videos on YouTube.
I got a bunch of
On
videos.
Yes,
Sure.
on Alligator Beach, and you guys were at the beer garden there.
Yeah, we played the beer garden, I guess 3 years ago.
So much fun. I've played with Phoenix Rising too there
Right.
a bunch of times.
It's
That was fun.
it's not a hard crowd to get bouncing.
Totally. No, but it's hard not to get bouncing with you guys.
Right, we're gonna make you, even if you don't intend to, you will.
Yeah.
You will bounce around.
You will find yourself bouncing around. You got a good group of guys there, and girls.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah,
Who's the band right now?
so it it changes a little bit depending on availability.
Right.
But I have a couple people in each position, but it's kind of mainly me. I sing and play the trombone
Yeah.
and write all the original tunes, and then I've got Carol as my cohort.
Yeah.
She's
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 amazing.
singer and dancer, and she's awesome.
No, she is.
She
Very
can,
impressed. with her.
she can match my energy, and she sings her ass off,
She
and
does.
it's just good energy.
Yeah.
That's when I was putting the band together. I wanted to have a female singer, so
Yeah.
it wasn't just me,
Yeah.
and it had to be somebody that could match me.
No, and she's hot as hell.
She's hot, but it's just the whole thing.
It's a good combo.
Right.
And I've noticed that on your single
Yeah.
that came out, you guys have a video too.
Right.
On your website.
Yep.
You can find that, which is
So the single and the name of the album, it's called "Throwing a Party."
that's right, Throne Party.
Throwing a Party by Alligator Beach. Because we're throwing a party, we're having a ball, we're serving up a good time. Come on, y'all.
I love it.
The band is loud. We ain't gonna stop.
Yeah.
Invite the neighbors so they don't call the cops.
And I don't notice you had Brian Holly on drums. For
Brian
that,
Holly, yeah,
did he record with you
he
guys?
played on the album. He did all the
Cool.
drums, but
Sounds like it.
he's got a distinctive sound.
He's really,
He's
really
great, but he's not
badass.
always available. So
That's true.
I got another guy, David Cowan, who's been playing a lot lately. He's great too.
Yeah, because all the great artists, are always busy and doing a lot of stuff. I even asked him to record some stuff for me for my upcoming solo stuff, and
Right.
he's like, I would love to, but because he plays some Brazilian rhythms,
Right.
which I think that's why he matched with you guys so well. He has this rhythm about him that it's,
Well, he listens
yeah,
and he knows how to support a song.
right.
Some drummers just kind of play the groove, but he really kind of he's very attentive to what's going on, and he
Yeah.
makes sure that the drums support whatever the thing is. And so I definitely appreciate that, and I have him play with us whenever we can, just because.
When I started hanging out in the South Bay, and I met you, I met Brian Holly, I met all these guys and girls, and I heard him play, and he had all these other things that he did, with his mouth, and he.
Yeah, right.
I was like, holy fuck, this guy is amazing.
He-
So musical, so good to play with too. He's played with us many times
Yeah,
with the band.
he's good.
Yeah, I'm sure whenever you can, you're gonna have him.
Yep. Although, but being available is
I
just
know.
as important as being good.
That's the key. I mean, how far ahead were you booking?
Well, we had a big wedding. They booked us more than a year in advance. So
Wow.
the wedding, so they booked us in, I think it was February of 2019,
Oh,
and the gig was March 24th, 2020,
yeah.
which is 2 weeks before everything shut down.
Oh my God.
So they were coming in from Australia. It was a destination wedding. The wedding was gonna be in Palm Springs, and it was good money, and it was, they were psyched to have us there because they
Of
wanted
course.
that big kind of New Orleans sound.
Yeah.
And I had we're gonna have 3 horns for that gig. Usually we just have 2,
Right.
but they had a budget, so all right,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
we'll do it. And then 2 weeks ahead of time, it's like, do we want to bring everybody from really around the world
Yeah.
to Palm Springs when everything's shutting down, or do we? So that one got axed. It might come. They're trying to reschedule it for January 21.
Fuck.
But
Oh my God. Actually, I had a wedding too. I was gonna do in Hawaii, and that is not gonna happen.
right. So I don't know. It's been a drag for live music. We have a gig. We play regularly at Harvell's.
Right, in Santa Monica, you guys do the first Saturday. of
Usually
the
we're
month.
there the first Saturday of the month.
That is a great venue.
And yeah, it is. They got a good crowd there. So he's opening up again. And,
Okay.
And so our next gig is June 27th.
Oh, awesome. Amen.
Saturday.
So it's coming up.
Yeah. So
Good.
who knows? Who knows if people are
I
going to come
know.
back?
Well, they
Not-
will, though. I think they will.
It may be too soon.
I think people are going to be so thirsty to get out.
But
And
then
do-
some of the band members weren't comfortable playing.
I know, yeah.
So I got
Yeah.
some subs, and it is what it is. But Harvell's has been great for the band, and he wants to open. He needs to
Yeah.
make money, and so
Yeah.
I figured we would support the club just like the club has supported us, because it's a mutual thing.
Yeah.
Right. If the club does well, we do well, and
Totally.
so I want to be the guy he calls.
It's nice of you to know that. Some musicians, they don't give a shit. It's all about. And some clubs don't either. It's a
Right.
one-sided relationship. But that's
So this club, they like the band, appreciate us
yeah.
because we bring it. We bring it
Fuck
every
yeah,
time.
you do.
If you show up when Alligator Beach is playing, you're gonna bounce.
On my first scratch of your opening, for this interview was I was gonna say I was gonna have you for my wedding for sure if I ever got married. I don't
right.
think I'm ever gonna get married,
All
but
right.
if I do, you're
We'll
hired.
book us. All right.
And if I have a lot of money, I'll give you all of it.
All right.
Because you guys deserve
We
it.
just want half.
Just half. Well, I'm gonna have a lot anyway, so that's
right.
fine. And talking the band members, who else do you have?
So Carol's been with me the whole time, and the other person that's been with me the whole time and is really important to the sound is a guitar player.
Yeah.
His name's B.R. Millen. B.R. stands for Brother Rodney.
Ooh, is that the guy in the videos of Saint Rock?
Yeah.
He's a riot.
He's a bad man.
He is.
He can play, and he's perfect for this kind of music. It's just kind of, it's not too busy, it's just pocket.
Yeah.
And he can rip it up
tasty.
and is tasty and just supports the groove.
Yeah.
Adds stuff wherever it needs. And he's a good guy. And yeah, when I put the band together, I knew BR a little bit. I thought
Right.
that's the guy because he's perfect for this style of music too.
Yeah, he
It's
sounds
just kinda
really good with the band.
swampy, dirty.
It's what you needed.
Yeah, when he plays the solo, you go, oh,
Oh,
P,
yeah.
P-U, that sticks. So good.
I love it.
So
You have keyboards too.
I've got keyboards. I've had a couple different ones. A guy named Nathan Hemmons he's been playing lately with us. But I had a woman who's kind of a boogie-woogie piano player with us for a while, Donia Oxford.
Okay.
And a couple other ones. They kind of come and go.
Yeah.
You know, because people get other gigs, and you know,
They do.
if we were making a shit ton of money,
Oh yeah.
they'd stick with us.
They
But
stay.
when we're playing some and playing not always, then you know you get other gigs. But so I got this guy Nathan. He's been with us for a couple years,
Oh, cool.
years now, maybe maybe a year. And he's good. He can bring it.
Yeah.
The New Orleans stuff, you know, it's a specific kind of thing,
Right.
and not everybody's got that.
Yeah. The niche.
Yeah, it's not just
That
playing
thing.
chords; it's a rhythmic thing too. So
Well, I love this stuff, and the album sounds so good. Did you guys record around here?
yeah, we recorded most of it at BR's studio.
Okay.
He's got a recording studio.
That's sweet.
It is nice because we rehearse there and we.
Yeah, it saves a lot of money.
Yeah, we don't rehearse a lot, but when we do, we rehearse there. Recorded there, and then I had this guy, Mike Parlett, mix it for us
Cool.
because I wanted it to be as good as it could be.
Yeah. Oh.
Which
course.
means, you know, I can get it some of the way there, but I wanted to have a pro mix
Totally.
it down. So,
Totally.
yeah.
And I know you met Carol at a jam in Beverly Hills. Was that the
Carol.
Spaghettini?
No,
Spaghettini?
it was funny. This guy, sax player, Jimmy Z, who's played with everybody.
Oh,
He played with Rod Stewart for a bunch of years.
shit.
He played with Etta James. He played with the Eurythmics. He's played with. I mean, he's a heavy dude. So he called me up one night. We've played in a couple of things together. He actually he was trying to put a Etta James tribute band together just because he'd
Ah.
played with him for so many years.
Yeah.
And her sons, so it was called Sons of Etta.
Cool.
So that didn't really get off the ground. But so we've played in a bunch of things. And he called me up one day and said, there's this jam in Beverly Hills. They want 2 horns. So they got $50 a head, $50 for each of us. You want to play? I said, all right, whatever.
Sure.
It was a late night. You know, it started at like 11.
Where was it?
It was underground somewhere.
Okay.
But so we showed up, and you know, they just get on stage and make stuff up. So all right, we can
Cool.
do that.
We like that.
Yeah, sometimes it's
It's good to have some.
sometimes
place
it's
to
good to have
rest.
an idea. But when they call a song you don't really know, and then they are on you to play the horn line, it's like, yeah, okay.
No, that forces you to be musical.
Yeah, but when they're
Figure it
looking
out.
for a specific horn line,
Ah, right.
and
So they weren't giving you the songs beforehand.
oh no, it all happened the afternoon of. Anyway, so Carol was one of the singers there,
Yeah.
and I'd been looking around for a while. It had to be
Yeah.
the right singer.
Yeah.
It can't just be can't just be a pretty voice. Can't just be
Can't just hit the notes.
no. I
Has to
want it
hit
to
them
be. I
hard.
want somebody to be fun.
Yeah, she's fun.
Right. So I saw her sing a couple songs there, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna
That is it.
I'm gonna see what's up with this chick and see if she'd be down.
Cool.
And she was, and then I said, all right,
Nice.
good. I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you in a couple months, so be ready.
Cool.
Don't forget, I'm gonna call you.
Right.
She said, okay, whatever.
That's what we,
Right.
you know, everybody says they're going to call us.
Right.
We don't believe
but
them
you
until
never
they
know.
do.
But then I got the rest of the pieces together, the rest of the puzzle, and called her up, and we had a rehearsal, and I was like, all right.
Good. She came prepared, knew the songs.
Well, yeah. Yeah, she's a pro. You know, she's
Nice.
not messing
You
around.
can tell, you know. You
Right.
can tell she is.
And that's the other thing. If I was going to put a band together, I've been at this for a while, and I've been in sideman in a lot of bands.
Right.
But I'd never put my band together.
Yeah, I'm so
So-
glad you did.
If I was going to do it,
Yeah.
I wasn't going to put together just an okay band. Right?
Totally.
I wanted to put together a band that people were going to see and then say, God damn.
That's what I said.
All right. So I needed a singer that was going to be, God damn.
Dude, you found her.
Yeah. And so she's killer. And then, so Jimmy Z was playing with us for a while on sax. But he gets busy with other things too. So he's one of the sax guys I use. And then I got a couple younger guys
Yeah,
that are good.
they're good.
It's good to have some young guys because they bounce more on stage.
Yeah.
It's a party. That's what we're putting
It's a
out there.
party. That's definitely a party. You guys do put a party on.
We're throwing a party.
I love
We're
it.
having a ball.
Invite the neighbors
Yeah.
so they don't call the cops. So you're writing all this stuff.
Yeah, I write all the originals, and so that's good.
You got 9 tracks on the album.
We have 11 tracks. 9 are original.
9 on original. Okay. And
do
you
2
just find it
covers.
Alligator Beach on Spotify.
Yeah,
Let's
you
get
can
find that.
Alligator Beach on Spotify, and I think it's on all the stuff.
Okay.
I don't know.
I did follow you guys on Spotify,
Okay,
so I know that there's there.
you listen to some
I
tracks.
loved the version of Whole Lotta Love.
Right. That's
So sexy.
funky, right?
It's like,
and we change it up a little bit. We slow it down. We funk it
yeah.
up.
You gotta funk it up.
And we add some stuff in there too.
Yeah.
So do dum boo dum dum down.
I know, that is great.
Right?
That was
It
great.
goes. It's an E, and then it goes F E.
That was rock and roll for me. I love that shit. That was swamp.
And we break it down. The drum solo, Brian Holly's on
Yeah.
that, kicks it, and then it comes out of that with the horn. It's a big guitar lick coming out of that drum solo, and it just kills. So of course, I'm playing that on the trombone, which is kind of changed things up because it's my band, damn it. So I'm going to play the big line.
Hell yeah. I'm going to do whatever I want. And
So-
that's how it should go. The songs are great. And when it comes to songwriting for you, how does that happen? How do you do it?
Well, so for this, it was when I write, I really like to write with somebody, a thing in mind.
Yeah,
so
okay.
so to have this band, just having this band and having it being a New Orleans thing, it was good because it focused focused the energy on what this band could do. And then when I came up with Throwing a Party, I thought, all right, that's it, right? It's gonna be a party album.
Yeah.
So there are no love songs in
I
there.
love that.
Right? There's no, oh baby, you're so
Yeah.
great. There's none of that.
Now there you go. None of that. We're going to rock.
So it's just a party, and all the songs are kind of big energy and rhythmic, and they're a bunch of different kind of New Orleans-y grooves, and they're different variations. So I tried to take different ones and then build songs around them. And some of them I wrote for Carol to sing, and some of them I wrote for me to sing.
Nice.
We got a
That's
song called Alligator Beach.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
You can have your fun, but stay out of reach. Watch where you're stepping, ain't a figure of speech. Come on down to Alligator Beach.
Woo! Fantastic. And what about lyrics? Do you write them by
Yeah, I
yourself?
write all the lyrics.
Yeah.
So,
I have a hard time writing around people. and with people.
What do you mean writing around people?
With
Just-
people around me.
Oh, so you like to be
I like to be
isolated,
alone,
right.
yes, because I'm really just trying stuff out when I'm writing. Especially if I'm writing with the instrument.
right.
Sometimes I write just the lyrics, but I have to be very, I have to have like focus because my brain goes really fast. I have to write really fast, and if something happens, I get distracted super fast, super easy. So I have to be focused, and I have to be by myself, which sucks because I really wanted to write stuff with people,
Okay.
which I do. I've done with Phoenix Rising. We've written songs together, but it's not my strongest suit. It's something I have to exercise, that's for sure.
You know, for me, I don't know anybody else that kind of does it this way, but when I'm writing lyrics, I do crossword puzzles, okay, which is whatever, but I'm really pretty fucking good at crossword puzzles.
Good.
And so when I'm writing lyrics, I think of what I want to say,
Yeah.
and then I treat it like a crossword puzzle clue, where then I have to think of a different way, a unique way
Yeah.
to say it.
Yeah.
Because
get
that's what
that.
it is. You can't just say,
The sky is blue.
the sky is blue. You gotta, so that's in my head, I put it that's the crossword clue, and now I have to find a different way to say,
Totally.
the sky is blue.
Totally. Same here.
So,
How can I make my point?
yeah, because
Going around the
there are a
block.
million songs been written, right? So you just gotta,
Yeah.
and they're not that many different ideas of what songs are about. So you gotta just think of a new way to say it.
You do. And you want to.
Right. And for me, putting it in the world of New Orleans gives me just kind of a different path to follow.
Good. So he
So that's what I
inspires
did,
you.
yeah.
So how come New Orleans kind of music? What do you call that kind of music? Funk? Funk?
Yeah, we're kind of like and even within the New Orleans genre, there are a bunch of different styles.
Yeah.
There's kind of Dixieland, and there's some blues stuff. We're kind of along the lines of the Meters.
Okay.
So
cool.
I
Yeah.
thought the Meters and the Neville Brothers
Yeah.
is that's the foundation, and then we add a little Aretha Franklin with
Definitely.
Carol,
Yeah.
and then we got horns. So
Yeah.
and like they're marching bands, the kind of street bands in New Orleans. That's kind of a style too. So we take a little from that, a little from the Meters, and a little from everything, and we just kind of put it into my world.
It is great.
And so I think it's kind of unique,
Yeah.
because I like listening to New Orleans stuff, but it's not always there for me when I'm listening.
Right.
But this album is what I would want to hear
Yeah.
if somebody said,
What kind of New Orleans you like?
let's hear some New Orleans
Right,
shit.
right.
All right, here, this is it. So,
I've been to New Orleans.
New Orleans.
New Orleans. It was a freaking party. I was there. I was there for a jazz fest
Okay.
a couple years ago. I went with Barkley, and some other friends, and we had a ball. It was crazy, and we saw the parades, and all the
Just a
music
ton of people.
and stuff. Yeah.
Right.
Did you ever go there?
I toured with a swing band years ago,
Nice.
and we played there a couple times. One time, it was the craziest gig ever. So this was a swing band back in when swing was on the radio, like 98, 99. I mean, it really was for a while. It was on the kind of alternative stations, and so we got some mojo a couple of different places, but one of them was New Orleans, and so Anne Rice is an author. I don't know if
Yeah,
you know her.
yeah.
But she writes all those vampire
I
novels.
do.
So she was friends with the singer in the band, and she wanted us to come for her Halloween party.
Nice.
So we played Anne Rice's Halloween party in New Orleans, and she rented out this big building, and you never seen so many vampires in your life. I mean, it was crazy. You look
It's
at
very
it.
New Orleans.
Yeah,
vampires.
yeah, but it just on Halloween when everybody's going to dress up anyway. It was insane.
Cool.
So yeah, I've been to New Orleans a couple times, but I haven't been for like Mardi Gras or
Yeah,
Jazz
you guys
Fest or
gotta
any of
take your
those.
stuff there.
Well, this pandemic is slowing things down in that regard. But
Yeah.
I at some point I plan on getting out there, playing with the band and
You
seeing.
should. You guys should. It'll be fucking awesome. And just stay there. Get an Airbnb. Stay for months. Forget it. I'll come take care of Etta.
Okay.
Etta is Lance's little dog.
Yeah, I got a little Jack Russell Terrier.
She's hanging out. Hey, honey. You're so cute.
Etta, she's the cutest little thing. Named after the best singer of all
The
time.
best singer of all time?
That's my
Yeah. Is that your hero right there?
Etta James. Yeah. So I figured I got this little dog. I'm like, okay, you got to name something. Music seems to be a thing, and
I totally get it.
so I thought,
All
all right,
of my animals have,
Etta.
my animals, yeah. Miles.
Right.
Miles Davis. I've had a cat called Jimi Hendrix.
Okay.
So we just called him Jimmy.
Was the cat
And
lefty?
you know what's funny? He was deaf.
So it could have been Jimmy.
That is funny. I had a Janice.
All right.
Yeah. And now I got to guess something else to call it Stevie, because I like Stevie Nicks.
Okay.
Netta. You got to get another dog, so it's Etta and then James.
Yeah, that's too much.
She was like, no.
Everybody's
I'm the only
you
one.
can't name a dog before you have it. Right? It's got
Yes,
to
you
be.
can.
No, I think it's got to be.
My next one's going to be called Stevie. I'm telling
Okay.
you.
All right.
You're so cute. Now, talking about music and bands and, the stuff you've done,
Yep.
when you're back in New York back in the day, on your younger days, you played some rock and roll, some punk rock, right?
So yeah, I kind of in elementary school they ask you if you want to play an instrument. So I asked if I could play the trumpet,
Yeah. I was going to ask how come.
and I was bigger than the other kids, so they gave me a trombone.
Like you can carry this.
Yeah, well, you got to have an arm long enough to
Yeah.
play it. So I was bigger, and so they gave me the bigger instrument, which was at the time I didn't really appreciate that, but it definitely suits me better because
Cool.
it's more kinetic. There's more motion. You can be more demonstrative with it.
You can, yeah. Yeah.
The trumpet, you're just kind of moving your fingers,
Right, that's true.
and I can, so I take advantage of that and play. So I played in elementary school for a little bit in the school band, and it never really grabbed me.
Right.
And then I kind of gave it up, but then in high school, I had some friends, and they were putting a punk rock band together.
Nice.
And I thought, well, I don't want to miss out on this. This sounds like fucking.
Sounds like fun.
Sounds like the best thing you could possibly ever do.
Yeah.
So I said, well, all right, I'm going to be in this band too, and I'm going to play the trombone. And everybody's like, all right, whatever.
Totally.
And it kind of worked. Punk, in theory, is about breaking the rules. So there was no
I like that.
there was no rule about.
There's no
having a
rule that
trombone.
can stand the punk.
So I played in the punk band, and then I did other jazz things, and
Yeah.
it kind of became a thing. And then actually, I was 17 in New York, upstate New York, this city called Poughkeepsie.
Mm-hmm.
And in Poughkeepsie, they had the greatest club ever. It was called The Chance.
Okay.
And you would get all these big time bands that would play in New York City
Yeah.
the day before, the day after, right? So this is just another stop.
So
We want to fill
right.
it in. So Poughkeepsie's, it's not that big a town. It's like 40,000 people. But I saw James Brown there. I saw the Ramones. I saw
Oh, wow.
Parliament Funkadelic. I
That's
saw
amazing. That's amazing.
crazy bands that were, in this 300-seat club. So it was awesome. So one day, somebody said, you got to go check out this band. They got horns, and they're supposed to be great. So I said, all right, whatever. So
Sure.
I had somebody else's ID, and I got into the club. They knew me because I would go and see all these bands.
Right.
And so the band was Tower of Power, right? And this is
Fabulous.
and they were just, I never, as a kid, I liked the Beatles and then the punk rock thing, but I didn't really know where I fit into the world of music as a trombone player.
Right.
And then I saw Tower Power, And it's like, ah. All right, now I get it. The
Cool.
horn
Yeah.
section is the thing, and that is for me. I want
Awesome.
to be in the horn section. I want to,
Yeah.
because they got Tower Power is like 10-piece band, and they got the rhythm section, and they're all in the back, and they got the singers a little bit to the side, and then they got the 5 horns right across the front, and that's what it's about. And everything is kind of. So I thought, that's it.
That's it.
So Tower Power I saw that night changed my life, because then I knew how I fit into the world of music.
And then you what? Did you get into some project
Yeah,
with someone?
yeah, not immediately, but then I kind of had a path.
Right.
I had a
It gave you a direction.
yeah.
That's cool.
Because the Beatles and the trombone, there's no
No.
overlap. Right?
No.
In the Venn diagram, the circles, there's trombones are over here and Beatles are way over in the other.
Yeah.
So, but it all kind of made sense, and
I love that. I love Power Tower.
Tower of
Tower
Power.
of Power. And if I knew that, I would sang with you this more often. And Etta James.
All right.
I could have. I missed the jams.
Yeah, the Thursday night jam is a lot of fun here in Hermosa.
Yeah, you've played shows there too, right?
Yeah,
Your
right.
shows there.
Yeah, a couple. But the Thursdays are kind of fun because
Yeah.
so there's a house band, and then it's every Thursday night, and usually on the weekend they singers, as you know, I'm
Yeah.
telling everybody,
Yeah.
they submit a couple songs they'd like
Yeah.
to sing.
Yeah.
And so it's a lot of fun because the band will learn whatever ridiculous thing I ask them to learn. And I'm not singing stuff that anybody else is really going to do. I like to go off the beaten path
You do. You
And-
do some cool
and
versions.
play some different versions and just songs that nobody would ever
Yeah.
think to play.
Yeah. Sometimes you play some stuff that people will laugh about if you just heard that you were gonna do it, but until you do it, and then it's like,
Right.
oh my god, he freaking.
I pull it off, and people don't know
Killed it.
what to make of. All right, here's a guy with a trombone. He's gonna get up and do something, because most of the time that's gonna be lame, right?
No.
Yeah, most of the time, if you see a guy with a trombone get up in front of a stage, which you hardly ever see, because most
Which
of them,
are, yeah, these
most
days,
of
yeah.
them, they don't. I don't know. There's a timid quality to a lot of trombone players. I don't have that timid quality.
No, you do not.
So I get up there and I kind of shake things up, and I try different stuff. It doesn't always work,
I think you should try.
but
I
it
love that.
it works often enough that people, in the band, the house band will. Okay, are you sure you want to play
Yeah.
that? You say, yep, learn
It's
it.
so much fun. I love the jams because I get to try stuff that I don't try with my band.
Right.
Because we have a sound, and that's what we do. We do rock. So there, I like to do all the ballads that I can. And the guys, they don't usually say anything
Right.
either. They just let me do whatever I want. And it's so much fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I get paid to sing like 3 songs, so I'm not complaining. It's my night off.
I usually do too, and the thing is, when you do 2 brand new songs each week, there are a lot of lyrics to learn.
I know.
So, and
I think about that a lot.
I don't like to read lyrics in front of
Yeah.
an audience, because if you're reading lyrics, you're not singing to the crowd.
Yeah.
So, when we're at it, I walk the dogs for an hour every afternoon before dinner, and so usually it's an hour a night that I just spend working on lyrics. So the dog knows all the lyrics.
I do not miss that part of the job.
But you can't, and every once in a while I'll go up there with a piece of paper with the lyrics when it's just too much. But I try to memorize them and put them in my head so I can.
I came down with
Deliver.
with a thing like I wasn't gonna give myself a week to learn 3 new songs. So for a while I was playing only songs that I already knew the lyrics but
Right.
have never played. Meanwhile, I'm learning the ones I want to do because then I have 4 weeks to learn them rather than a week, or maybe like 2 days. Whenever you sign up. That worked for me.
But even if you start a month ahead of time, that's too I don't know. You have to keep at it then for an entire month.
Yeah. But then
'Cause-
it's easier, and I'm not like freaking out.
But then you got more songs that you got, when it's just, for me, it's, okay, 2 a week. And then
Well, that's true, because then you have a
that's the week
task.
that I'm going to learn these two
These two
songs.
songs.
And the dogs are going to listen to them when I'm walking them with my iPhone. And
What's the easier way for you to learn? Do you just listen? Do you read the lyrics?
yeah, I like to do the lyrics. And I look at it for a little bit, and then I throw that away. And then I just start at the top of the song, listen to it. And, if I forget a lyric, I go back to the beginning of the song.
Yeah. Playing the song is very helpful to me.
Right. If you play guitar,
Yeah.
if you play the trombone, it's
You get kicked out here.
you can't see. That's the thing. You cannot play the trombone, and sing at the same time.
Yeah.
You can do one or the other, and you can do back and forth, but you cannot sing and play at the
You
same
can't.
time. It's
No.
an impossibility.
But that seems to work for me. You
Yeah.
live in a really cool area here, man.
Yeah.
Fucking Cypress Street's right here, where you got,
Yeah. I got some Cypress.
is that
Tracy's?
Shockbox it's called?
Yeah.
Shockbox, and you got the
Hermosa
music
Music,
company.
right.
Yeah, I was just there with Kevin the other day.
And then our Studio 6,
637.
right?
Yeah, and then the other gallery that is next to Music Box, not Shockbox.
Right.
Shockbox, am I saying it right?
Yeah, Shockbox
Yeah.
is an art thing.
I love it. You ever go down there?
Yeah.
Have you seen the studio?
I mean, it's just around the corner.
Oh,
So
wow, it's literally around the corner.
I could probably throw a softball there.
You could. I actually drove there because I passed here. I was like, past my parking spot. And I went there. Every time I'm in the area, I drive by just to get a little bit of the area,
Yep.
It's cool. Hope these guys open soon. So we
Yeah,
can
it'd be
go start
nice.
singing some music there. It's not a venue,
Right.
but we can go see music there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what their concept is, but whatever happens, I'm down.
Oh yeah, and they've been having the Hermosa Fiesta. No, it was Memorial Day. They did the marathon of music, Gematon, maybe it was called. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But they had a bunch of artists that came. And
Oh yeah,
played.
yeah. That
And,
was at the beginning of
Yeah,
the pandemic. I know
Yeah.
they got some mentions on the news somewhere for doing that.
yeah, they did good. And then standing room is just right there. What other venues have you played with the band?
We've played St. Rock a bunch
Yeah.
of times.
That's an awesome venue.
It's a nice place. This year for Mardi Gras, we played the Segerstrom Center for the Arts.
That's cool.
That's a big time venue. So
Wow.
we did their New Orleans Mardi Gras party.
cool.
And we played, we do a bunch of weddings too. It's
Yeah.
kind of fun because it's usually women that have seen us play live, and they say, "We want you at our wedding."
Be like,
And they're not even consulting their husband. They just come up to me and they say, "I want you to play my wedding."
it's great.
So actually, there was one not so long ago, but that's exactly what happened. This woman saw us play and said, "I want you to play my wedding." I said, "Okay." So we get there, and it's she's Persian, and
Wow.
her husband was the white guy,
Mm-hmm.
and so there's a DJ on before us. They rented up this fancy place downtown LA in the penthouse and a big
Nice.
space and
Nice.
awesome. They dropped some money. I probably should have charged them more.
Damn it.
but
Learning.
but so there's this DJ playing Persian stuff.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Save it. Error. Missing page for Pro Tools. Please insert necessary. I look to enjoy iCloud before I ask to save. Okay. Go ahead. We're good.
All right. So based on what this DJ is playing, I don't know if we're gonna go over it, right? Because everybody's really liking this DJ playing, Persian techno
Oh,
stuff.
right. And they do listen to that stuff. It's funny.
And that's fine, but that's not really what we are. So, I'm like, all right, well, we'll see. But we got up and we played and we killed. And they, because it's music and it's kind of fun because old people, young people,
Yeah.
it's different. right? It's a different kind of groove, and everybody's gonna bounce.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter which ethnicity you are. The music
Yeah, it's
music
gonna
is universal,
right.
you know. It's either good or it's not good, and in your case, it's very good.
All right, thank you.
I can't wait. So where can everybody find your stuff? Spotify, there's a website.
Spotify, YouTube. If you look up Alligator Beach Band,
Yeah.
I think it comes up, and you can see our video for throwing a party. And then we're usually at Harvell's the first Saturday of the month. I mean, who knows with this
Hopefully
pandemic
soon.
thing, but we're there in a week and a half
Woo! I'll be there then.
to open up.
Ain't got shit to do.
It's just, and like I said, I don't know what's gonna happen,
Well, you let us know for sure.
but we're gonna play, and hopefully nobody, hopefully there's nothing bad happens because of it. But-
Well, these days they're just having the club have a number of people rather than a lot.
Yeah, I think they're gonna limit the number of people that can come in,
Yeah.
which is good, but there's nothing better than playing a packed house
I
where
know.
everybody's just
Sweating
doing
into each
it and
other.
having a great time. If they
Yeah.
got to socially distance, so it's not quite the same. But so we're gonna try it out and see. And
Cool, man. And you have Instagram too.
yep, I don't do a lot of stuff on Instagram. It's too
But post it so we know.
yeah,
to
but I
get
do.
out.
But Alligator Beach on Instagram,
Cool.
and definitely Facebook. I do. I
Yeah.
try to keep up with that
Yeah.
and put up some.
Do not miss having to make flyers every day. Oh my god.
No.
And tell people every day where I'm gonna be playing next. It's a lot of work
Yeah, just to get people out,
just to get people
right?
out.
Because
Yeah.
the clubs you play, and they expect you to bring people.
Yeah, they do.
Because that's how they're. So it's a. You got to be a musician, and you have to be a promoter.
Yeah. And you gotta be good, and you gotta write your stuff, and you have to have stuff out, and you have to do everything. And you gotta look good. Fuck. And you gotta be young forever. You're like not allowed to get older.
I think that might be truer of women than dudes.
I don't know. I've seen some ads for, I know, looking for musicians for auditions where they're like, but the guy has to be like 35. Wait, what's with 35? Who
Yeah,
gives
well,
a fuck?
that's the thing. If you put your own band together,
Yeah,
that doesn't matter.
I know. That's why we did.
Yeah.
Okay. Plus, we get to play whatever we want.
Yes.
Thanks, man. We're gonna barbecue now.
Yep. That's my latest thing. During the pandemic, I'm having my friends over one at a time.
Woo!
I've got 1,100 people on Facebook
Holy
as friends.
shit.
So my goal is to have half of them over one at a time for dinner.
So that's gonna take about a year and
It's
some
going to take a
months.
couple years to have 550 people over.
But that's a
And
great
tonight,
idea.
tonight I've got you here. You're
Yay!
gonna cook up some Brazilian stuff. And,
We will. I brought the merch.
All right.
And we're gonna hang out. Thank you so much, guys. Check it out. Come to the gigs. Make sure you follow on YouTube and you follow on Facebook and Instagram and everywhere you can find. Share it, like it.
Alligator
listen.
Beach.
Alligator Beach. Listen to it. You're gonna have a party. Woo!
Thanks, Daddy.
We did it. Bam!
All right.